Young Chong for the moderating.
Thank you, Jiyun.
Um, Your Excellency, Fekado Feyene, Commissioner of Ethiopian Environment, Forest and Climate Change Commission. Your Excellency, Hun-Mil Lim, Ambassador of Republic of Korea to Ethiopia. Your Excellency, Ung-Yeop Song, KOICA Vice President of Global Partnership. Your Excellency, Frank Risperman, Director General of GCI. Your Excellency, Stefan Klin-Jibier, Director of UNDP Seoul Policy Center. Also, Your Excellency, Gak-Soo Shin, Senior Advisor, CSD Lab, and former Foreign Minister of Korea. Also, Professor Jong and distinguished guests. I'd like to extend my appreciation to all of you for joining today's workshop. And also, I'd like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to the Korea University and the Hawassa University for organizing this workshop under these circumstances with COVID-19. About 1 year ago, I firstly joined this workshop series, of which aim is to discuss how Ethiopia can be more prepared and adapted to the climate crises. At that time, participants did not actually imagine the world would soon face this kind of devastating health pandemic and deepest economic collapse in the modern history. Currently, many countries of the global affected hardly by the pandemic and the suffering a lot. As COVID-19 spreads across the world, Ethiopian government has responded swiftly to the pandemic. However, despite best efforts, cases are increasing fast in recent weeks. The newly confirmed infection cases reached more than 1,500 every day, and the total accumulation number of confirmed cases is more than 40,000, recognizing the magnitude of the social and economic impact of the virus and urgent need to decisively respond. Ethiopian government appealed to the development partners for immediate actions and support so that the virus will not aggravate poverty, not heighten food security, not increase loss of livelihood and vulnerability to disease. So in order to contribute to the Ethiopian government action to respond to the rapid spread of COVID-19, Korea International Cooperation Agency office in Ethiopia has carried out humanitarian emergency aid directly by KOICA and Korean NGOs. Also, some projects to enhance the health system and support the vulnerables by providing medical equipment and capacity building. For more information, last May, Korea provided medical supplies to Ethiopia to assist Ethiopia with its response to COVID-19. It included over 25,000 PCR diagnostic kits and more than 150,000 face masks and disinfection solutions. In addition to this emergencies response, KOICA is carrying out the action with the cooperation with the Ministry of Health with the amount of $5 million USD to enhance the health system, support to the vulnerables, and capacity building for detection and the monitoring, and also support to small and medium entrepreneurs to produce personal protection equipment like masks. Now also KOICA is cooperating with the African Union to strengthen preparedness and response to COVID-19 in African Union member states through the procurement of surveillance infection prevention and control, also laboratory and hospital equipment and supplies. COICA in this regard will support the initiative for partnership to accelerate COVID-19 testing, trace, test, and track, launched by Africa CDC. COICA now is cooperating with the various kind of partners. I mean, Africa Union CDC and WHO, UNOPS, and IOM, and other civil society organizations. Distinguished guest, COVID-19 pandemic requires immediate and short-term coping. So in fact, drastic measures to flatten the curve of infection in the country has been already taken by the Ethiopian government, and also supported by many international organizations like COICA and Korea, and also European countries. So we hope this kind of global cooperation will soon garner promising results in the fighting against COVID-19 pandemic. So distinguished guest, in Ethiopia, forest is the important sector in terms of climate change adaptation and the mitigation. And forest conservation and the restoration of degraded ecosystem are the large part of the solution to climate change, as the Paris Agreement explicitly recognized. So we, COICA, in partnership with the GGI Ethiopia, developed a forest and landscape rehabilitation project last year, and it is set to begin to be implemented over 13,000 hectares of degraded lands in selected watershed earlier next year. So in addition, we are considering the bamboo project for the action against the social and economic impact by the COVID-19. So COICA is going to review this project for the year of 2022. So also COICA is going to carry out some more project for the this kind of Ethiopian government action to tackle against socio-economic negative impact by the COVID-19, by the formulation of new project for the small and medium companies. Also, COICA is going to formulation of the new project for the healthcare program for the vulnerables. So it is my hope that we can have another opportunity to talk more on our country profile in forest, and I hope this workshop will be very useful for you to engage your brilliant mind into fruitful discussion. Thank you so much.